The next part, we are going to be working on the ground. Right now we're going to look at the grass first, and then we'll put the bricking on. The tools we will be using is the clipping masks, polygon selection tool, cloning stamp, and something new, we will be working with image adjustments to make the grass a bit less vibrant compared to the rest of the photo. Alright, so let's get started. As you can see, I drew some lines here based off the perspective line of here. I try to make it perpendicular to this line. I'm not positive that's the way the rule of perspectives really works, but I kind of eyeballed it to make it appear as if a sidewalk would be coming to a T right here with the rest of the sidewalk. So if you can imagine that, so pretty much inside of here is grass, as well as inside of this corner here will be grass. Let's go ahead and drop an image of grass first into our Photoshop. And I really like this one with the flowers because it just kind of creates something interesting, adding the flowers into it. When you're looking for images of grass in Photoshop, I know that there are many different angles and distances you can choose from. It really goes along with what the perspective of your image is, where the person is standing. I thought this one fit almost all of my Photoshop renderings the best, so I actually consistently used it. So I'm gonna just go ahead and drop that in here. Actually, I might rescale it. So because I already clicked out of that, a quick keyboard command to do, and this works on Mac. I'm not sure about the rest of the computers out there, but you can press Command T to bring in those toggles again, just making it a little bit smaller. Pressing Enter to escape that, and copy and pasting it over. All right, now I'm actually going to do it. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm actually going to do it up as well, right here. Actually, I will skip that part for now. So let's go to our layers and check out what just happened. I'm going to create a new folder for grass and drop those inside. As you probably already know, we are going to merge those layers. They're already highlighted. I'm going to go up to Layer, Merge Layers at the bottom, and now it is one singular image. This will help us work with it a lot easier and more efficiently. So we're going to turn off that image for now and go back to our base image, make sure it is highlighted, and then we're going to use the polygon lasso tool to highlight this grass patch. Oops, sorry about that. Let's try that again. There we go. And again, don't forget that we decided we are not doing the full image, and that's why this line is here. So whatever grass comes out over here is actually not going to be shown as a part of it. But I went over that line anyways, just to give the full effect. So now that is highlighted on the base image, and I'm going to go back up to the grass and flowers and add a clipping mask. Turn that back on to see how that looks. Looks pretty good. Of course, there are some errors with the line showing of where the different images are connecting. We will go in and fix that after we do the second grass patch. So I'm going to go ahead and drop another image in. The same thing for that second grass patch. And resize it to be a bit smaller than the one that we did the first time since it's a little bit further away. Just follow it there, enter, and drop that into that folder for organization and turn it off. Now click back into base image and go ahead and use that polygon lasso tool to outline the second grass patch. Okay, that is highlighted on the base image, and I'm going to go ahead and click back into that very specific image there I turned it on before, and then I'm going to press masking layer now. So that looks pretty good. We can change it up a little bit with a tool, with the clone stamp tool, which is what we will do. But actually, I would like to add that the brick pavement before we go into the cloning stamp, because that is a detail that those two layers will work hand in hand together. So all right, so next up we're going to add that brick. Let's see. Stone floor is what I called it there. This is also nice, but I'm gonna stick with this because it looks like more of a floor. And this is going to take some time, and as you probably already know how to do it by now, we're going to go into Edit, Transform, and Distort to give it some perspective along the ground. Yep. And as I've worked through this a few times now, I've realized that coming to a right angle up here is actually a really great way of going about it. I think that adds the right kind of perspective, is to do a right angle based on the building and then coming out to the right. So just about like that. And oops, as you can see, this is going to require quite a few patches because it is at such an angle. So I'm going to go ahead and work through that, and then we can go back into the next part when that is completed to see what the end result of that brick path looks, but also to work with that clone stamping tool.